Hey there, friends. Welcome to your weekly energy update. Thanks for tuning in with me. We've got some interesting things showing up so far for your week ahead. There's just to sort of start us off a bit of some slow, sluggish, maybe even stubborn energy. The way that this card is showing up in the context of the others is making me feel like there might be a little bit of general resistance. Now, this could be with yourself. This could be somebody else that's showing up in your life, but there's some energy that's like hard to get moving. It doesn't want to move at the pace that you want it to. The Knight of Pentacles can often be a very sort of easy pace, being methodical, staying grounded. This has a thicker quality to it, the type of quality that shows up when we're afraid to feel something, or there's maybe a transition that's happening that's a little bit scary or a little bit intense. I asked for a little bit of extra information about this particular card, and we've got our Nine of Wands that's showing up, which helps really illuminate that sense of a bit of protective, stubborn energy, sort of Capricorn qualities, where there can be a bit of like, no, I want to do it my way, regardless of how things are going. So this could be somebody in your life. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles represents a younger person. This could just be a quality that you're experiencing right now, an element of yourself, a younger element of yourself, right? We have different ages of ourselves that sort of stay inside of us until they're more thoroughly integrated. So part of the reason that I wanted to speak to that particular piece is that our next card is the Nine of Swords. And I tend to see the Nine of Swords as a recurrent pattern that is painful in our lives, something that we've experienced maybe once, twice, three times, or something that just sort of continues to resurface. This is kind of like, you know how history can rhyme, where we've been through a hurt in the past, or we've been through a particular phase in the past, and it starts to rise up to the surface again. Luckily, the feeling sense is that it's specifically this pattern that is trying to be sort of rooted out and transformed. So at the end of the day, it's a really positive thing, but it's part of the reason why there's a bit of this sluggish, slow, protective energy, is that when you're beginning to transform something like this, or you're beginning to release a pattern like this, it can feel really scary. It can feel really uncomfortable, even though where we've been might not feel like the best for us. It's still something that we're used to or we're comfortable with. By the end of the week, and as you're stepping in, there's a sense that you might start to find the excitement around something fresh, the excitement around the new possibilities that are showing up. I highly recommend doing some journaling, or some talking with a good friend, or taking a walk and contemplating what it is that you're ready to begin to let go of. For those of us that are in the Northern Hemisphere, we're entering into fall right now, which is such a powerful time to let go of old patterns, let old things sort of drop away as we enter into our winter months. And for those of you that are in the summer hemisphere, this is also, as life starts to root back up and begin to bloom again, there's always a quality of parts or pieces that are dropping off that don't need to be around anymore. So there's definitely a powerful element this particular week that has to do with like the resistance to change and the willingness to start to get curious and excited about what's possible and what's to come. I'm going to pull one more card here and just get a little bit of a sense of maybe what it is that's wanting to come into your life in the coming weeks. Yeah. So we've got our Seven of Cups. lots of different options, possibilities. This in and of itself can feel overwhelming, and maybe a bit of the resistance is that you actually have a ton of possibilities on your table. Now, part of the reminder with this particular card is, rather than choosing from the lower rung of possibilities, right? Treasure and like being seen by lots of people, or this is actually like power or addiction, or like great knowledge but sort of disconnected knowledge, is to step into the higher values. Like, what are the things that you really want to bring into your life? Sometimes we say like you can find like the true values inside of yourself, like love, or like deep wisdom, or like authenticity, and then that is what will reflect and bring to you the corresponding more material realm things. So that's our reading for the week ahead. Thanks so much for tuning in with me, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Take good care.